So the first question, Antonio, is how well do you know each other? So you need to start.
So basically, we know you are part of one of the best group of Argentinians that I know. That is Francisco and all. So we met through Riverwood Capital, and actually I think it's this.
Yeah, we met through River Capital. I mean, this is I would say the 14th year of this event. I don't know for how many you came here, but I've been here in all of them. So I think I started meeting you in these events here, so on and so forth, right? And then we
Definitely
became friends.
definitely, yeah.
I borrowed one of my executives to be on your board, so on and so forth. And that was how we get more connected, right?
I've been in this event for 10 years.
10 years. So
It's
so
a
we
long
know
time.
each other since
Yeah,
the last 10 years.
yeah.
That's a long time.
What's something people might not know about what motivated you to start your business?
Oh, that's a very smart question. What motivates me to start Globant is, I saw like a massive opportunity around how technology was being created, and nobody in Latin America was doing that. I mean, it was like an empty space at the time that I started. That was 22 years ago. Nobody was understanding how to create technology, how to create good software, and we were seeing that all our best talent was leaving the country to go to other countries. And we saw a 600 million people population with a talent pool that is immensely, capable and talented, and no one doing that. And said, "Wow, we have an opportunity now. So let's do it." So I don't know. That's kind of maybe the secret part. The business plan had one line: was we will sell in the US. That's it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And we stick to that.
And it's incredible the quality of the Argentinian engineering because they're very good. Yeah, definitely. In my case, I used to work for consultant firms, then banks, and I always look for how to democratize technology, especially in financial service. When you look for, especially in Latin America, access to technology, it was something just for the big banks because they have a lot of money to implement a lot of systems. And when I started this business, I thought, why do not create something that we can democratize more financial service technology? And we start, actually our first clients are all retailers that we provide technology for their credit cards. And at a certain point we saw, look, there is more here to come. And we start to create what we now is banking as a service. And now we are delivering a lot of capabilities for non-financial companies delivering financial service. This was something that at the beginning, I don't have this vision. I just have the vision, the technology and so far. But right now it's amazing what we are doing.
All the payment ecosystem in Latin America is becoming something big, right? Because
It's huge.
Mercado Libre is there, you are there. I mean, there are many players, and there's so much space. So
And when we saw Mercado Libre, Mercado Pago, it's exactly that what we believe. That who is the best company to deliver credit for the customers of Mercado Libre? It's Mercado Libre.
Mercado Libre.
He knows the customer. He knows well. It's different. It's not a bank. That's amazing, and that's why technology could help a lot of companies to do the same.
What's a problem in tech that you wish more people were working on? Wow, that's a deep question. I think that the big discussion these days around what to teach to our young people. At one point, Antonio, you and I will retire, maybe in 20 years, but a new wave of people will need to come, and they will need to know deep technology in the same way engineers know today, so they can in some way domain or in some way control machines, right? And I think that I would love to see more people answering the question about what's the right set of knowledge and skills that we need to teach to our young people. I'm being confronted with that question many times, and many times, I always say the same. I mean, whenever you have AI accelerating your work, creating code for you, you need to be able to be a supervisor of that. I mean, you're able to sign off, say, yes, this is correct, or this is what I want, or what the system needs to do. And for doing so, you need to have critic thinking, right? So developing that critic thinking, that way of understanding a problem, for me is extremely important. And of course, you need to teach, you need to teach how to write or understand how machines are controlled, but also you need to teach them how all these new tools around vibe coding or prompt engineering and those things that are happening these days, they need to absorb that. But I think that the overall and the most important set of knowledge is how to learn very fast and how to develop critical thinking, right? And that's something that not many people are just putting together the pieces saying, this is the next generation program for our young people to learn, right? So that's interesting and an interesting question. I think
and it's not just about to teach something, it's about teach
it's
a way of thinking, because the new world, everybody you have new challenge that you have to change your mindset. Sometimes you have to unlearn something to learn something new. That's, I think, it's the challenge.
Totally.
This is a good one, huh? If you weren't in tech, if you are not in tech,
Oh,
what would you be doing?
I think that I love music, and since I was very young, I studied music and I play music and I play piano. But when I was 15, for the first time, I put together a band, and then I jumped into stage to play with my band. So I love playing music so much that I kept on having bands all my life. And I have one, that is like the last 3 years together. And I love to play music. And I think that if I would have been in tech, I would say, as a musician, I'm a great entrepreneur. So everything I did, it was to be able to play with my band.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I think I love arts, and I really would like to do something with art. And in the same way, how to democratize art, because I think sometimes art is something that is only for a group of people. This is one thing. And I love sports, but I'm bad at sports. I'm bad. So basically, I probably would like to run a business sport related, maybe sport Formula One team or something like this. But that's it.
That's very interesting.
For me, I think it's difficult to avoid technology because it's difficult to build
the only
something
thing we know how
without
to
technology.
do, Antonio.
Yeah.